Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, June 27th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Yee-hoo! That's right, folks, another exciting Thursday night to talk about all the spectacular things happening in the world of professional wrestling. Matches, segments, OMG moments, legendary returns, amazing comeback, unbelievable comebacks, and guiding you in this journey is your host. I am Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, the executive producer, and content manager of the Ravens Flock. And on behalf of all of us on this channel, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files by type part of Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. Stepping through the forbidden door. Mr. Juan Arouse!
Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mr. Why would you conflate me with that ridiculous, overblown freaking term?
Because it's Forbidden Door weekend. It's coming up. It's coming up, man.
It's the Forbidden Door time? The Forbidden Door? I get the specialist boy, right?
Oh my
God.
God.
Special boy? Yeah, I'm the most special boy.
Trust me, we're going to get to all that in just a bit. And folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the Inner Flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism and become full-time streamers. We've been working since 2013 to make your voice our mission, working hard and staying strong in order for us to be able to provide you the most relevant news and the most pertinent news in the world of nerd and pop culture. Some of it is very niche, other is very broad, but the point of it is we want to make sure that you are well informed as the wonderful nerds and geeks that you are, because hell, we want to be well informed too. But the one thing that has been standing in our way now is the fact that we have to hold down 9-to-5 jobs. But with your help, we can make this channel our 9-to-5 jobs. Imagine it. We'll be able to improve the quality and quantity of our programming, and we may even be able to provide future programs of different varieties. Just imagine, we'll have availability of all of our team full-time, and we'll be able to add to our already incredible the lineup of shows. We've got shows for video game nerds. We've got shows for wrestling nerds, especially this one. Especially that one right there. But we've also got shows that give you a deep insight into the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. With your help and your continuing support, we can and will succeed. You also get access to first members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below. And you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crue nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. We got Vicente Guerrero and Kurisi Randall-sama in the chat, and Lisa Boot just popped in. Hey, folks, Kurisi Randall-sama saying, I'm currently watching the debate.
Oh, no. Well, listen. I know tonight is debate night, and rather than seeing two old guys pointlessly yelling at each other, you can instead watch two younger guys on YouTube pointlessly yelling at you with each other.
Isn't that better? Don't you want us to yell at you better? But pray tell, Jose, what exactly are we going to yell at our audience about here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, okay. Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. So as I mentioned earlier on this show, we are heading towards Forbidden Door weekend. The Forbidden Door is this Sunday, June 30th, over in Long Island, New York, which is being co-hosted by both All Elite Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's going to be featuring the best of the best from two wrestling promotions, whether they're teaming up or whether they're wrestling each other. It's going to be a big, spectacular hubbubaloo, or whatever you want to call it.
It's going to be a big spectacle of how much money Tony Khan can throw at buying people. But that's not the point.
You're not wrong, though.
No, I'm not wrong.
It's like looking at a modern-day Richie Rich.
Except more obnoxious and, well, not nearly as charismatic.
Well, but then again, was Macaulay Culkin ever charismatic?
Yes! Yes, he was!
I gotta rewatch that movie.
My girl, okay?
Oh, shit.
Yeah!
Okay.
Remember The Good Son? Remember how he almost murdered Elijah Wood in that movie? And you still loved him? You remember that?
I
remember that.
I think I may have skipped that. I think I need to watch that.
I remember that. You know what? I think in order for us to be able to all handle this mishmash of yelling at each other and with each other and at people, we're going to need to keep ourselves, keep our wits about us here. We're going to need to keep ourselves up and about. We are going to need to keep ourselves energized.
And the best way to do it, folks, is with Glitch Energy, the ideal beverage for all geeks and nerds to keep your bodies vitalized and supercharged. Comes with 0 sugars, 0 calories, 0 carbs, and of course, 0 crash.
The best part about it is that Glitch Energy has a wide variety of different flavors for their specially formulated Smart Energy formula. You see, Jose was holding up the skill issue, and only about a week and a half later, these guys had the nerve to go ahead and release like 19 other flavors on top of that. We've got sour grape. We have sour candy flavor. We've got cotton candy flavor. We've got freaking popsicle flavors. We've got flavoring of boysenberry. I've never even heard of a boysenberry before, but we're gonna try that too. But you know what? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Glitch Energy is ideal whether you're working mentally or working physically to keep you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens flock.
Absolutely. And if you go onto their website, glitchenergy.com, and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order.
So again, go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel. Get your game on and get yourself vitalized and tell them that the Ravens flock sent you. Again, we want to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens flock. Shall we get a move on?
Well, I was going to say, but AEW is not the only promotion gearing things up, because WWE has got one hell of a weekend cooking up on the weekend of July 6th and 7th with WWE's Money in the Bank and NXT Heatwave, both events happening in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Yay! So we're going to be finding new people to run in with the Money in the Bank, and it's all going to happen in the Great White North.
I know, right? Canadians, man. They're gonna... You know what? Next month is the month of Canada. I know it's 4th of July, blah, 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 red, white, and blue and shit, but Canadians are gonna get spoiled with a bunch of wrestling, because later in July is TNA Wrestling Slammiversary, and it's gonna be in Montreal!
That's going to be awesome over here. Vicente was actually saying that The Good Son was such an underrated movie even in 1993 and even today. And Codice Randall, the presidential debate seems like a segment out of Trainwreck Pro Wrestling Federation. Big mess of words by Joe.
Oh, God. All right. Well, you know what? We're not going to talk about that boring politics bullshit between two guys who are just waiting to see who's going to croak first. Let's go ahead.
Let it be Trump.
Let's go ahead and get started with the review. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, we're going to start things off white hot, folks, as we're going into the black and gold brand of WWE's NXT, and the show opens with one hell of a tag team turmoil match.
Holla, holla!
Oh, yes, featuring 5 teams, 5 participating teams.
What the shit?
From left to right, we have the team of Malik Blade and Idris Inoue. We've got Duke Hudson and Andre Chase representing Chase University. We got the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. We got New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. And finally, all the way to the right, we've got the Legado del Fantasma.
The Phantom League.
Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo.
All right. Well, and also Nikki Bella made it in. Yay. Hi there, Nikki Bella. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Now, the rules of this tag team turmoil is simple. They're doing a gauntlet style. It starts off with 2 tag teams in the ring, and whoever gets pinned is eliminated, and then afterwards they send in the next tag team. And like I said, gauntlet style, 1 by 1. And then whoever survives the tag team turmoil as the last team will get a chance to challenge for the NXT tag team titles at Heatwave on Sunday, July 7th.
Yay, fantastic. So tell us all about the match, Jose.
All right.
Tell us about the good graps.
All right.
We like to call them.
Hold off on that. So we start off with 2 teams, Malik Blade and Idris Inoue going up against New Catch Republic. And it was a mixture of high flying ability versus British strong style, all the pun intended. And it was a pretty good start, pretty decent. What's it face? They played out a story because, New Catch Republic, they were pretty much the iron tag team of the entire gauntlet.
Cool.
So they go through Malik Blade and Idris Inoue after 5 minutes. They hit them with their tag team finishing move. They're the first ones eliminated. And then
Aaron Cooper made their way into the chat. Hey up, Aaron Cooper. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Welcome. And then afterwards, out comes the Legado del Fantasma, who takes the fight directly towards the New Catch Republic. They even do a really cool spot where where Humberto Carrillo is over at the ring apron. He leaps over and leaps right behind Angel Garza, got Pete Dunne in the German suplex position, and then they did like some sort of double team German suplex neck breaker spot, which I thought was really cool. Great lucha things. Oh yeah, everything was going their way. And both Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo brawled with Tyler Bate on the top rope until out comes Apollo Crews.
Oh, God.
Over at ringside.
What the hell is Apollo Crews doing in the Impact? No, what the hell is he doing here?
On SmackDown, Apollo Crews is feuding with the Legado del Fantasma. And they've
What the hell for?
I don't know. Apparently, the Legado del Fantasma has been giving Apollo Crews shit, and Apollo has just ran in and interfered, causing a distraction against the Legado del Fantasma, which allows Tyler Bate to hit his finishing move to pin and eliminate the Phantom League. Oh, no, that's later.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. And then, you could go back to the match card. It'll be easier for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then the next team to come out is the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. These guys.
His Gliz up in the his.
Oh, yeah. They smell too sweet.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Oh, yeah. Gallows and Anderson, they smell blood in the water. At this point, the New Catch Republic, they're weakened. They've already survived 2 tag teams, so it'd be easy pickings for Gallows and Anderson. They annihilate them. They divide both Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, hitting them with a combination of double team moves. Tyler Bate was able to gain his footing again, and he hits a beautiful airplane spin onto Carl Anderson, leveling him out. And then we got some ringside interference from OTM out the mud, who've been feuding with the Good Brothers for weeks on NXT, and they cost them they just cost them the gauntlet because the New Catch Republic has eliminated the Good Brothers. And then finally, the last team to come in is Chase University, Duke Hudson and Andre Chase.
Let's not lie to ourselves. Chase U's been kind of booked like a joke lately. It feels kind of messed up the way that they're basically led to the slaughter with New Catch Republic catching them all up in their hizzy.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Why am I hizzying twice? Oh, good God.
Oh, trust me, Juan, you're in for quite a shock. Because they put up a great fight as the final team, and then near the end of the few minutes near the end, Tyler Bate, he leaps over the top rope, goes for a dive, and then Ridge Holland, the guy that Juan hates for life, shoves Andre Chase out of the way and takes the bullet for Chase U, and letting Tyler Bate knocking him out, allowing Andre Chase to hit the crossbody on the top rope to Pete Dunne to pin and win. Your winners, and going to Heatwave, Chase University.
Yay! No credit to Ridge Holland. Still, fuck you. You cost us Big E.
Oh my God. Damn.
The only reason why I'm still cheering is because you got Thea Hale. You better not ever lose Thea Hale, Ridge! Not ever on your goddamn life! I will eat you the day you lose Thea Hale! I will eat you, do you hear me?
Jesus, man.
Jesus can't save him now!
There's hatred, and then there's utter contempt, and then there's this visceral, vile hatred that you have for this guy.
Vitriol, virulent, vicissitude of vile vermin.
Yeah, all the V's, Jesus.
For vendetta. Fuck you, Ridge Holland.
No, Wancho, it's not November 5th yet. We can't save you for vendetta.
Fuck you, Ridge Holland.
Fuck you, Ridge Holland, I guess. All right, so yeah, Chase U are going to challenge for the tag belts. They're going to be challenging Nathan Frazier and Axiom, so good for them.
Yay, there was even a little backstage thingy where they celebrated, like, guys, we're going to Canada. We're gonna go out to Canada. And of course, Thea Hale, being the Genki girl she is, was hollering her dick off, like, oh my God, I've never been to Canada. This is so cool. I gotta get my passport. I gotta get this ready. Yay! She was losing her shit, and everyone was losing their shit with them. Mr.
Never
Quake
changed.
made his way to the chat. Hey, Mr. Quake, welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We know the debate is on. We're ignoring it.
Ugh. And yeah, no, Thea Hale, please don't ever change. Keep living your truth, honey.
Please never change.
But now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this is a championship match, and it is for the NXT Heritage Cup Championship. Or should we just call it a cup? Can we just call it a cup?
Whatever.
As the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo, defends the Heritage Cup against one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Nathan Frazier. So
So Axiom and Nathan Frazier are looking to get some business in out of Tony D'Angelo, the Don of NXT, and his familia.
Yeah, that's right. If only we had a golden cup to ship on that GIF, but we can't.
No, Jose, you have any idea how much of a pain in the ass it would be?
I know, a GIF on a GIF, that would be painful, yeah, no. So lately, Nathan Frazier has been getting a little too greedy. He's been stretching himself thin. He truly believes that he can defend the tag belts and also win the NXT Heritage Cup Championship back. And Axiom has cautioned him on not to spread himself too thin, to keep himself focused on the team, not the individual, the team. But Nathan Frazier insists on doing everything all by himself.
Like an idiot?
Like a roadrunner speeding idiot.
Well, that's a pretty idiot move on his part. Vicente in the chat was saying here, almost a lull moment here. Juancho's more pissed at Ridge for breaking Biggie's neck than Biggie himself. Yeah, that's because, I'm allowed to be pissed. The forgiveness is divine, but fandom is forever. All right?
Okay.
I know I'm going to hell, so I may as well piss off, show off my piss offness as much as possible. Like, I'm gonna fucking hold a grudge against a motherfucker I've never met.
Okay.
And yeah, no, it's, look, and as far as the debate goes, Carisi, I said it before and I'll say it again. They're really gonna make me vote for Joe Biden.
Oh, God. All right, so, on the first...
Why is the best case scenario Joe Biden?
Anyway, so the Heritage Cup Championship is contested under Heritage Cup rules. We already know what the rules are.
I don't remember. Tell us the rules. What are these rules?
All right, so there are 5 rounds. 2 out of 3 falls. Each round is 3 minutes. The only way to score a round is by pinfall or submission. But there is a draw at the end of these 5 rounds, then the match is decided and the champion retains. There's a 20-second break between rounds, and if an opponent gets knocked out, then the match is over.
All right. So, okay, thank you for that, Jose.
Yeah, no worries. Maybe next time I should save the rules so that we can use it in the future.
I appreciate that, Jose.
All
also,
right.
What's his face? Mr. Quake was letting us know Oro Mensah's from Ghana, not Nigeria. Yeah, no, we know that.
We know that. We weren't talking about Oro Mensah. We were talking about Apollo Crews.
Yeah, no, yeah, we were talking about.
Where did Oro Mensah come up?
Yeah, what's up with Oro? What, I've been noticing you got a bit of a hang-up about Oro Mensah as of late, Mr. Quake. You got some beef with him or something? You got Ghana people or something? You got some beef? Does he owe you $5? Did he flip you off on the road or something?
Oh my God! Thank you. So the first round actually ended really quick. In less than a minute, Nathan Frazier caught everyone by surprise. Using his speed and agility, he was able to roll up the Don to score the first point in under a minute. Talk about setting records. Holy shit. Yes.
He was not fucking around.
He was not fucking around, and the Don was pissed. Was also not fucking around either, because he was pissed off. Because as soon as the bell rang on the second round, the Don went straight for Nathan Frazier, tossed him around like a rag doll with a series of belly to bellies and body tosses all over the ring, showing off his in-ring mat skills. And of course, after the first minute of the second round, the Don puts down Nathan Frazier with a devastating spine buster, shades of Farouk from APA, to score the second round. So now both men are tied 1-1. So round 3 and round 4 were very, very, very close rounds. The Don of NXT was focused on keeping the Speed Demon grounded, pretty much not giving him any leverage to try and use his agility again. So he kept his ground game. He kept with the striking blows to the midsection, targeting the midsection, so that Nathan Frazier would be too weakened to go fast.
Nice.
Yep, and as soon as we get to the fourth round, Nathan Frazier, he musters all his strength, he musters all his power to try and fight back. He about to come back onto Tony D'Angelo. He tries to go over in the final seconds. He tries to go to the top rope and tries to hit his Phoenix Splash. And just as he goes for the pin, the timer runs out, and the fourth round is already over, and both men are still tied. And at the
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, no, it was fucking intense. It was crazy. Oh, there was this one point in between rounds 3 and 4 where Nathan Frazier tried to go for a suicide dive. Tony D'Angelo deflected the first attempt, knocked him out with the right hand, and slammed him back first onto the steel steps. Ouch.
Ow, shit.
Ow, shit indeed. And as we get to the final round, Tony D'Angelo, he made quick work of that son of a bitch. He went to the top rope and did an avalanche belly to belly, tossing Nathan Frazier over his shoulder before putting him down with another devastating spine buster to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the NXT Heritage Cup champion, the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo.
There you go. So the family retains their control over the Heritage Cup here.
That's right.
We got this going on, and it's not going to be any problem anytime soon. A poppity poopy. Beepity poppity pop. You can tell I like a gag.
Of course. Oh my god. All right. So, yeah, no, great match. And this is one of the fun, like, more exciting Heritage Cup matches that NXT has had in its history since its inception.
Because, like, let's face it, the Heritage Cup has always felt kind of weird, but now actually doing it this way, where you can have, like, a rubber match kind of thing, like, fucking seriously? Like, that's the way you work it, man.
Absolutely. Like, the Heritage Cup, basically, it's like it's in its own, like, separate universe in NXT because it comes with its own separate style of wrestling, separate style of rules.
Like, it comes with its own code of honor, if you would.
Yes! Ha ha! You taking notes there, Tony? Anyways.
X-Men Forever's in the chat. Hey up, X-Men Forever. Welcome to
Hey! X-Men Forever, thank you for joining us. And now
we're doing all right here. We appreciate your face.
And now we get to the exciting segment featuring All Ego Ethan Page.
This son of a bitch! This freaking wild-ass turkey motherfucker! How dare you! The fucking nerve of this guy! He's like, I should be #1 contender! Why?
Because 2 reasons. Number 1, he was never eliminated in last week's Battle Royal.
Eat a dick, who cares? You go to the back of the line like everyone else.
And number 2, he pinned the winner, the #1 contender in last week's main event, Javon Evans.
Boy, what the shit? Aren't you already the #1 contender?
No, he's not. And that's exactly why he's in the ring. He cuts a fiery promo, staking his claim to the NXT Championship once again because of the aforementioned reasons. And he is demanding that the NXT General Manager, Ava, come down there and make it official.
Oh, boy.
Ava,
please don't try to push over Ava Rain. She will eat you alive.
Yep, Ava got on the mic and she agrees with Ethan Page's comments, but not to be outdone, out comes the perfect 10, Sean Spears, to stake his claim for the NXT title because he beat Javon Evans 2 weeks ago on NXT. Ethan Page, of course, downplays it because Sean Spears was the last guy to get eliminated in the Battle Royal, so Sean Spears doesn't have a case. And then Sean Spears also mentioned that in the main event of NXT, he will be wrestling Trick Williams, the NXT champion himself. Speaking of the champ, out comes Trick Willie.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, Trick Willie Wonka.
Yeah,
Real quick, sorry Jose, I didn't mean to cut you off. Shamanistic Unicorn Tam is in the chat. Hey up, Tam, welcome to Wrestle Rewind. And X-Men Forever has got something a little bit serious. He's saying, I'm back. I needed a few days away to process and grieve losing my friend, my boss man and friend, Clobby from Clobberin' Times YouTube's channel. I was a mod on my friend's YouTube channel, so learning he passed, I needed some time away to grieve.
Damn,
We're
dude.
really sorry for your loss here,
We
X-Men
are sorry.
Forever. And,
we're very sorry. You do have our condolences.
You do have our condolences here, buddy.
And I hope that our episode tonight will at least give you a little bit of laugh, a little bit of positivity for what you're dealing with, man.
Seriously, we really do.
All right. Now, Trick Williams gets on the mic. He addresses both Ethan Page and both Sean Spears. And as he continues with his babyface promo, cutting down both of his contenders, we get a huge pull apart.
Oh, we do?
Yes,
Yay,
we do.
Hold on. Where's the thing?
Yes, we do. We get a huge pull apart.
Yep. Wait, what the fuck?
Ethan Page and Sean Spears are beating down on the NXT champion. It's a 2-on-1 beatdown
Oh
situation.
my god, AEW is beating down NXT's champion!
Oh shit, this is the real Forbidden Door one! Ah!
No, it's bullshit. Yeah, no, AEW wishes they could put this up. So they could claim credit for this, but they can't.
So as these two Canadian elitists put the beat down on the NXT champion, out comes Javon Evans, the number one contender, to help out the Trick Willie and even the odds against both these guys.
Minor aside, sorry, this is weird, but my eyes went towards Sean Spears and Trick Williams. Why does it look like Sean Spears is copying a feel on Trick's nipple?
I think it was trying to grab the shirt and go for a punch with his left hand.
But why was he trying to grab his nipple?
I think he may have missed the shirt, the open vest, man.
How can you miss that?
Listen, when you're in the heat of the moment and you're in the middle of a fight, you don't have time to think, okay, man?
No, the thing you have to worry about is nipple, hand, now.
Also, thank you, Mr. Quake, NXT and AEW.
Tony Khan could never. He wishes.
Man, you know what? He's too caught in his own fucking head. Whatever. I'll give him credit for this. He honestly believes in his own bullshit. He is 100% confident in himself and everything that he says.
Even though it's not based on reality in any way, shape, or form.
Anyways, now let's get to the match of the night. And I'm going to be honest with you, I actually struggled to try to watch this match. I was only able to read up the results because, number one, it wasn't one of the matches that was on Hulu when I watched NXT, which, by the way, that's how I'm able to watch my programming. And number two, this match wasn't even aired on the YouTube channel. On the WWE YouTube channel.
Seriously?
So I can't even see the highlights.
That's so fucking weird.
It's so fucking weird. They used to put up all the content.
And Mr. Quake, don't worry about it. We're done fucking with you about the whole thing of with Oro Mensa. It's just like we just noticed over the past couple of days, over the past like week or two, how you continue bringing Oro Mensa up like he's living rent free in your head or something. That's why we're like, wait, do you have a beef with him? Does he owe you $5 or did he like kick your dog or something? Like we were just fucking around. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're just messing around. Don't worry about it.
Vicente, wishful thinking from me, if we ever got the real Forbidden Door, AEW versus WWE, first match being CM Punk versus Kenny Omega.
That is true. According to reports from a couple months ago, Kenny Omega actually did want to work with CM Punk.
Oh my god.
Dude, that would have been a great match. Wouldn't you want to see CM Punk versus Kenny Omega?
That would be wonderful.
That would be cool. Because we like Omega, right? He's not bad. All right. Now, the match is Damon Kemp representing the No Quarter Catch crew versus...
Is that No Way Jose? Who the hell is that?
That is definitely not No Way Jose, and to be honest, I'm drawing a blank. I forgot who the guy's name is. That's how forgettable this match was!
So why'd you even bring it up?
Because it was forgettable.
Okay, well, there you go.
So, Damon Kemp lost to the NXT newcomer.
Wait, what?!
Yes.
Damon Kemp lost to this jobber?
Yes.
Whoever this guy is? What's his name? No, now you have to
Fine,
look
fact-checking right now.
Fact check right now.
All right, well, don't shout at me.
Yeah, I will shout all you want. Let's say what part of shouting at our audience with each other do you not understand? All right? I'm following the script.
Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Thank you, Mr. Quake. Tevier Heights.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Let me look him up.
Double check to be sure.
Don't worry. I got this. I got this, everyone. It's okay. Everything is okay.
Uh-huh.
Live fact checking.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. It's never a dull moment here on this channel, folks.
Of course not.
He's not a jobber, dude. He's a legit wrestler. Mr. Quake's clapping back at you, Juan.
Well, considering that I didn't know, of course I'm going to naturally assume it was a jobber. But if he's legit, then holy shit. He could be too legit to quit, but anyhow.
Too legit to quit.
Hey.
Anyways, let's see here. Shit, come on. I'm trying to read the results here, but it's not even showing. The fuck? Hang on. Yeah, I can't seem to find his the result. Not even on the WWE website. Come on, man.
Wow! Fucking really?
That's some bullshit.
Okay, whatever. Well, okay, this guy beat what's his face?
Oh wait, hang on a minute. See more. There we go. Okay, never mind. Fuck it. Okay, moving on. Yeah, no. Tavion Heights beat Damon Kemp.
All right, there we go. Okay, haven't seen No Way Jose since he was teaming with
he's
Alba in TNA.
He's an Olympiad.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
All right. Well, I'll have to...
he fares better than what's his dude did.
Let's hope he fares better than how I just reviewed that match.
Seriously. All right.
But now, the good news is there are no bad segments on this week's NXT, but before we get to the main event, we do have an honorable mention, and that is a women's match where Sol Ruca came on top and defeated Ariana Grace.
It wasn't like it was hard. I mean, Ariana Grace basically spends 99% of her time in the ring complaining about how we shouldn't fight and can't we all just get along, while trying to be sneaky in the backhand and trying to be underhanded in her moves. And of course, Sol Ruca snatched the soul out of this woman.
Yes, she did. And what I like about it is before she did that, between during the match, is that she actually took down Ariana Grace in the middle of the ring and then was riding on her back like a surfboard. So I thought it was really funny. So yes, Sol Ruca won, and she has earned an opportunity to challenge Kalani Jordan for the NXT Women's North American title at Heatwave.
Yay!
By the way, folks, fun fact, I may have said this last year, but Heatwave is actually the name of a former ECW pay-per-view back in the 90s. You know, because WWE owns the rights to ECW.
Cut it out.
All right, if you guys are hardcore wrestling fans, if you remember the old days of ECW, throw in your favorite ECW matches or moments there. We'll read them off after we cover the main event. And the main event is, of course, Perfect 10, Shawn Spears, the chairman of NXT, versus the NXT champion, Trick Williams. Champion versus chairman.
Oh yeah, the champ is gonna go up in this here. Let me tell you something, dog.
Ah, yeah.
I cannot stand Booker T's coverage of him, but yeah.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct, Mr. Quake. ECW Heatwave is the equivalent to WWE SummerSlam and WCW's Bash at the Beach.
And yeah, she's a hypocrisy like Renelina P-Craft.
Relina P-Craft, huh?
I'm not sure I know that chick.
Me neither.
All right, well, let's get to this match.
Yeah. All right. So this was fucking awesome, and joining the commentary team was, of course, Ethan Page, scoping the competition. Shawn Spears lights up Trick Williams with some devastating chops. Trick Williams responds back by delivering his chops. It's chops galore, everybody. It's making my chest feel red and hot.
That's called costochondritis, and you need to get to a doctor for that.
I seem to be okay. I'm all right.
Yeah, for now.
All right. And then during the match, because, speaking of what we just ragged on Mr. Quake, out comes fucking Oro Mensah to once again brawl with Ethan Page.
so Oro Mensah's he's still on site with Ethan Page. I'm sorry, that's funny.
Jesus, man.
That's funny. It's oh no, I'm not fucking forgiving you at all, pal.
You injured Noam Dar. How dare you?
How fucking dare you?
And then getting back to the match, Shawn Spears was able to regain control of the champion. He kept him grounded during the match until Trick Williams, somewhere in that body, he was blessed by the spirit of Hulkamania because he started firing up. He started hulking. No. He started tricking up, brother.
Wait, he started tricking up?
No, seriously, he was hulking up like Hulk Hogan for every hit, and then he did the whole thing.
Oh, fucking seriously, he did?
Yeah, yes, he did.
Oh
my god!
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Okay, so Relina Darlian, Mr. Quake, she's from Peacecraft and Gundam Wing. Okay.
Ooh, she looks awesome.
Yeah, careful. You don't want to get Jose hooked up into a different into a new fandom. He will do it. from Mobile Suit Gundam.
Hey, nice, the OG.
Yep.
All right.
Black Hogan, we coming for you, sucker.
And it looks like Trick Williams had this match in the bag until the action spilled over at ringside. Shawn Spears and Trick Williams are brawling by the announce table. And during that whole mess, we got another dude like jumping the crowd trying to get in. We don't know who it was. They never identified him. But the dude grabbed the top of the announce table, accidentally hit Trick Williams in the back of the head, allowing Shawn Spears to capitalize to hit the C4 to pin and win. Your winner, Shawn Spears. The Perfect 10, the chairman, has pinned the champion.
Jesus, what the hell?
And before the show closed off, Ava has made it official. At Heatwave, it'll be Trick Williams versus Ethan Page versus Javon Evans versus Shawn Spears in a fatal 4-way match for the NXT Championship.
Like, I'm not gonna lie here and say that's gonna be insane and that's gonna be badass. And yes, Mr. Quake, thank you for keeping it PG for us on that because even if
PG, brother.
Yeah, even if you hint at trying to drop the N-word, we are gonna boot you. Yeah, sorry, rules are rules. And Vicente in the chat, I remember the original ECW Heatwave pay-per-views. Well, it kind of pains me today hearing Paul Heyman do great voiceover promos hyping watered down WWE Heatwave.
Actually, you know what? I'll give you a good match from an ECW Heatwave back in the day. 1998, Masato Tanaka versus Mike Awesome in a hardcore match.
Ooh,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and look that up, Mr. Quick and Vicente, and anybody who wants to educate themselves in old school 90s wrestling.
Old school 90s blood and guts hardcore wrestling. And Vicente over here saying the Spike Dudley crowd surfing was always fun. I remember once it went sort of wrong and Spike was not pushed back to the ring for around 10 minutes.
Oh, Spike. You know what? I like Spike Dudley.
I mean, who doesn't like Spike Dudley?
He doesn't get enough credit, man.
No, unfortunately, no, he does not.
All right. Enough talk about WWE. Let's shift gears and go into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse hit the boom dynamite.
That's right, folks. And this is important because this is the go-home show of AEW Dynamite. That's right. AEW Dynamite takes place over in Buffalo, New York, where the home state of the Forbidden Door event. And Buffalo, New York opens up with the dancing fool himself, Daniel Garcia. No, I'm kidding. He is a legit awesome wrestler. Daniel Garcia, the hometown hero. And it was originally supposed to be MJF kicking it off, but Daniel Garcia interrupted MJF immediately, not giving him a chance to talk, and went straight for him face to face.
Really?
Yes, Daniel Garcia, he got at the face of MJF, and he wanted to thank him for giving him an opportunity last year to challenge for the AEW World Title on Dynamite, and he said that MJF helped his career, helped boost his stock as a professional wrestler, and the fans were going crazy. They cheered for both MJF and for Daniel Garcia, and Daniel Garcia also
good for them.
Yep. And Daniel Garcia also made a claim saying that he doesn't want to be a pillar. Instead of being a pillar, he wants to be the backbone of AEW.
Okay, cool. I would not deny Tony Khan is rather spineless, so having a backbone in AEW would go leaps and bounds and help. But I'm Tish. Okay, so that's Daniel Garcia's bit. That's
Daniel Garcia, and you know what? Let's give credit.
Okay, no, was he coming out to confront MJF or
he wanted to come out and thank MJF in person for helping his career.
Okay,
and
so it's pretty baby-faced. All right, I can.
It's all baby-faced. Yep. MJF got on the mic. He also he spoke highly of Daniel Garcia, and he offered an opportunity for both men to run it back. MJF wanted to challenge Daniel Garcia to a one-on-one match over at All In London in August. Now, okay, I know he's...
Wembley. That means it's going to be the greatest of all time. Is it going to be the Wembley?
Okay.
It's going to be the Wembley?
Oh my God.
It's going to be the Wembley? It's going to be the Wembley? Can I have the Wembley? I can have the Wembley, right? It's going to be in the Wembley? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great at Wembley.
Oh, but Juancho, you're in for a swerve, brother. Because MJF's about to take a back seat to a champion. That's right. Out comes the AEW International Champion Will Ospreay, and he immediately and he doesn't necessarily downplay MJF directly, but he gets on the mic and he also speaks highly of Daniel Garcia and offers him a shot at the International Championship next week on Dynamite. And while all this is going on, MJF is just in the background and he's just stewing because nobody is paying attention to MJF anymore.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, MJF has never been in this position. He's never been in the position of where he's taken a back seat to a bigger star.
I wouldn't necessarily call Will Ospreay a bigger star, just a guy who's got one of the belts.
But that's the story that I think they're trying to tell, that MJF is yesterday's news, and today's hottest news right now is Will Ospreay. And the fact that he came out here and offered him a title shot as opposed to just a rematch, like
offering to Daniel Garcia and ignoring MJF, not even giving MJF the time of day?
That's right, not giving MJF the time of day. He, Will Ospreay leaves the ring, and Daniel Garcia tries to make peace with MJF, and MJF just cuts him off saying, hey, listen, you got a title match to focus on, good luck, happy for you, and he storms out of the ring, and the fans were booing. They were booing the situation, they were booing MJF. But
sure about that? Because it sounds Maxwell is not one to be ignored. He is not one to be set aside by any fucking body. Like, this was meant to be a fucking thing just between him and Garcia. And Garcia. Ospreay over here fucking injected himself with all his brovening shit. Tell me, how many WWE references did he make in that?
0.
You sure?
In this promo segment, 0.
Okay, so Will Ospreay can cut promos without mentioning WWE in his mouth.
That's right.
Huh. Blind squirrel, broken clock. Okay.
But that being said, like I said, MJF has never taken a backseat to anybody, to anything, to anyone. And now he feels fucking, messed up that he is.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yes!
Homeboy was a former world champion, and he was sidelined, and he got fucking derailed by these fucking scrawny-ass bloke in the form of Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah,
so,
no. This is something that we can all relate to because we've been there. We've taken a back seat to people more popular than us in some form of fashion. And it's
considering the case in point, our fucking channel. Yeah, I'll say it.
All right.
I don't give a damn. Don't give me that. Don't you give me that look. Don't you give me that look. You know I'm right.
Well, I'm not.
You know I'm right.
I'm not gonna argue.
You know I'm right.
I'm not gonna argue.
You're not gonna argue. Yeah, clean yourself up.
All right.
Before we continue, let's take a look at the chat over here.
Go for it.
Vicente, I was so much remember Mike Awesome and Tanaka's matches, whether Heatwave, other pay-per-views, or the ECW weekly shows. Those matches were badass. Plus, Masato Tanaka took the running power bomb several times. Taker and Kane flat out refused to take a running awesome bomb from Mike Awesome. LOL at Daniel Garcia trying to fake out pissed off promo. I'm going to do what nobody in the back has been able to do. I'm going to say nice things about MJF.
He did say that, yeah.
Mr. Quake, you're so right. Awesome versus Lesnar would have been stiff as fuck. Yeah, it's because Brock Lesnar is a gigantic Aryan freak of nightmares. Let me see. I remember ECW on TNN. Then Roller Derby, thin skin dude. He's a mid-carder like Darby Allin. Ow. Ooh, you're really dissing MJF like that? Ooh.
Damn, dude.
Ricky Starks hit the gym, TNT champion, and AEW Mid-Atlantic, ha. Me too, as, well, Dr. Disrespect. No. Let's not.
Yeah, we already talked about Dr. Disrespect yesterday. It was gross.
It sucks, says Tam Tam. No, you're right. No kidding.
Man.
The problem hasn't gotten any better over the last few days, folks. It's gotten worse. It's gotten so much worse.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Things are about to get better because I'm about to talk about the exciting match of this week's AEW Dynamite. And this was amazing. This was pure fucking wrestling. Kyle O'Reilly going one-on-one against New Japan's Zack Sabre Jr.
Ooh.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
This was a pure, stiff wrestling competition. These guys are brilliant in this game. They exchanged strikes. They exchanged elbows. They exchanged submission holds. They exchanged wrestling moves, tossing each other around. This was pure wrestling at its finest, and it was fantastic. And the fans were actually chanting, "This is wrestling," during the whole bout. Kyle O'Reilly and Zack Sabre Jr. put on a fucking clinic for everyone to enjoy. How the fuck was this not the main event?
Because...
I mean, no, I get it because neither of them are AEW World Champion. But regardless, this was still an incredible bout. And the whole story is that Zack Sabre Jr. is working over the right arm of Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly is trying to work over his submission moves to focusing on the leg locks onto Zack Sabre Jr. Both these guys exchanged arm locks or whatever fucking Japanese move that Excalibur calls at the announce table that nobody cares about.
Well, it's Excalibur being Excalibur. I mean, what the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah, dude. There's being a nerd, and then there's being a dumbass, like a dork. Like, come on, dude. Nobody likes that. That's my only takeaway. The commentary is stupid, and the commentary is even worse when you add Orange Cassidy to the announce desk. Oh yeah, by the way, Orange Cassidy was on commentary.
Oh, shit.
Yeah! But you know what? That did not deter away my fun, my enjoyment for this match, because... yeah, no. Kyle O'Reilly, he took the fight to Zack Sabre Jr. He had a combination of strikes and kicks, and like that's another thing. They were exchanging super kicks back and forth against each other between Zack Sabre Jr. and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yay!
Oh yeah, it was great. And in the few seconds near the end of the match, Zack Sabre Jr. tries to go for a roll-up on Kyle O'Reilly. The referee was only able to count to 2. Kyle O'Reilly breaks out, and then Zack Sabre Jr. locks in his finishing arm submission hold, and Kyle O'Reilly was forced to tap out and submit. Your winner by submission, Zack Sabre Jr.
Holy shit.
He will be going one-on-one against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy this Sunday at Forbidden Door. Thank you. Get out of there! You weirdo!
It's a metaphor!
It's a painful metaphor.
Yeah!
That being said...
oh, talk about Osprey, not MJF. Oh, that's how you say, that he's, being salty. Or thin-skinned. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Was waiting, Brutal, I like it. Was waiting for Mr. Wancho. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, the match sounded badass over here.
Yes!
Let me take a look. Taking backseat part 2. Yep. Yeah, no, this match sounded like it was nice and stiff and very technical. See, that's what you should highlight to separate yourself in terms of a product and actually get people excited for. Make that kind of stuff the main event.
Exactly. Like, look, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kyle O'Reilly. Sports-based wrestling, if you want to hype that up.
Sports-based presentation, but that doesn't happen, does it?
No, it doesn't. But now let's get to the exciting segment, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but let me walk you through.
You sure about that?
I'm sure. It is the FTW champion.
Oh my god, you're crazy!
Well, Chris Jericho and the rest of his learning tree, bounty hunter Brian Keith, and that big giant failure from Queens, New York, Big Bill. And they...
I get it, people like Bill fucking Morrissey. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's still an idiot.
Yes, he is. That being said, Jericho got on the mic, and three of the guys got on the mic. First of all, bounty hunter Brian Keith has a shoulder sling because he suffered an injury at the hands of Katsuyori Shibata on Saturday's Collision.
I remember that.
Yep.
That was funny.
That was really funny. So Jericho has, and so this learning tree group, whatever you want to call them, is challenging Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata to a six-man tag team match at Forbidden Door. And Chris Jericho, it looked like Jericho was going to be employing the assistance of Japanese wrestling legend and murder grandpa himself, Minoru Suzuki. However, Jericho also got swerved, bro. Because Suzuki said himself, I will not be your partner. Instead, you put your FTW on the line and you wrestle me.
What? Okay. There's aging gracefully, like being the murder grandpa that Minoru Suzuki is, and then there's Chris Jericho.
Jericho got swerved one!
So fuck you.
So instead of a 6-person tag match, Jericho has to defend the FTW title against Minoru Suzuki. And who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like Minoru Suzuki? He's awesome.
I mean, like hell, even I love Suzuki because he's fucking insane. He was the only one who could take Maki Ito and whip her ass into fucking discipline. Like, he had an intergender match between himself and Maki Ito. She was trying to use her wiles, like, no, please, I'm just a harmless little girl. I was like, man, fuck you. He doesn't care. He'll fuck you up. He don't give a damn.
Hey, hell yeah, he'll spank you as hard as Tommy Dreamer did to Kelly Kelly.
Yay!
Yeah, I remember that from EC Dub. Anyways, wow, I am 2 for 2 on EC Dub references tonight. And speaking of ECW, out comes Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata, and they are having a laugh. They are relishing in the foolishness that Jericho got himself into.
That's right, baby. Thanks, guys. Hey, baby. Nope, you got fucked.
Yep, they pretty much mentioned you got fucked. The crowd of Buffalo chanted, you fucked up. And Katsuyori Shibata, because he is not fluent in English, he got onto his phone using Google Translate, and he got Google to say, wow, what a dumbass.
You got told off by Google Translate! How fucking ridiculous is that? Like, listen, I'm gonna knock on AEW all the live long day as long as they continue doing dumb shit, but when they hit well. The problem is their strikes and their bats and strikes are way disproportionate. That's why I'm so unforgiving towards them. But however, in this instance, the team with Shibata and Joe and Hook, it's fucking funny.
Hells yeah, and the whole segment ends with the trio running off Jericho and his learning students, or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
You mean
out of the ring?
You mean his saps?
His sap. Yep, his sap. Big and little.
His rubes.
His rubes.
Okay, let's see. Excalibur has mostly bad commentary. Shocking that a guy who worked at XPW shows might be mentally fucked. No kidding.
Oh god, he worked at XPW.
Tim, thanks. Let me see. Nice. We were having such a good time. I know, but you know what? It's okay. Jericho got his ass handed to him, and he's going to get his ass handed to him at Forbidden Door by everyone's favorite murder grandpa.
Also, Mr. Quake, we're jumping the gun over here. It's not the end of All Elite Wrestling yet, okay? A lot of people are calling for its demise. We personally don't want to see AEW end.
We just want AEW to not be booked like a pack of assholes.
We want them to get better.
We want it to be done well, not just done to tickle Tony's taint over here, for fuck's sake.
Exactly, Jesus. Also, I just learned from Pro Wrestling Bits that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Tony Khan used to be a junior correspondent for the Wrestling Observer newsletter?
Yes, he did.
Oh my god!
It's basically being a Boy Scout for a Discord mod. That's basically interning for a Discord moderator.
Oh my god, that is so disappointing.
What do you expect from this hobo? He wasn't raised by Shad Khan. He was raised by Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Excalibur being worse than Michael Cole. Let's put it this way: it's not hard for anyone to be better than Excalibur. Excalibur is below the bar.
Also, we can forgive Michael Cole because for the longest time he's been saying shit that Vince McMahon has been shouting into his ear. Okay.
For forever. I mean, forever. He's been sadly, every one of the freaking announcers had been for all this time basically sock puppets that Vince McMahon would use. But now Michael Cole can be his own man.
Yes.
Guerrero, he's worse than Michael Cole. What the hell?
What?
How is that even?
Where the hell is that even? What? All right, man.
Guerrero passed away, man. Excalibur, one XPW show, and a few CZW shows. I think I have more High Flyers and Deathmatch guy. Yeah, well, the Excalibur's only got one move that I can respect, and that's the move where he isn't on the live mic.
Listen, if I want to hear commentary from a masked luchador, I would turn to Strong Bad, okay? Thank you.
Exactly. There you go.
Now, the match of the night, which actually it's not an match, but it has like a really like clunky finish. It's a 6-person tag match. The Blackpool Combat Club. That's right. The IWGP World Champion Jon Moxley, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli versus the team of LIJ, Les Ingobernables de Japan. That is the team featuring
Shingo Takagi,
Titan,
and
Hiromu Takahashi. Yep, and this wasn't a bad match. This was actually really damn good. The Blackpool Combat Club definitely brought their A game. They pulled off all stops against the Lucha Japanese tag team, and like I said, it was awesome. But there were a couple things that like didn't jive with me. Number one, who the fuck are Les Ingobernables de Japan? I don't have time to go on the internet and look and find out who they are.
Los Ingobernables are frightening faction in New Japan. The trouble is, why should America care?
Exactly.
Oh, you were talking about Vicente Guerrero. Okay, I thought you were mentioning Eddie Guerrero for some reason. I'm sorry, that was weird.
That was weird.
I know you're okay. And as far as comparing Michael Cole to Jim Ross, that's like trying to compare Jim Ross to Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, that's not a fair comparison.
They're not fair comparisons. Jim Ross is excellent; he's the top of the class. But like Jim Ross was once in Michael Cole's shoes back when Gorilla Monsoon was around.
Hey, a $5 super sticker.
So $5 super sticker. It's the Ginger Doggy, the Shiba Inu, saying that we're number one. Yay!
Yay! Hells yeah, we're number one, and don't forget it, folks.
Okay, so D-Bry is having the time of his life calling commentary.
Yeah. So let me walk through why it was A. Number one. Who the fuck are LIJ to the casual viewer?
Yeah,
Those Ingobernables to the casual viewer. And number two, the match ended a DQ finish. Jon Moxley had enough of their shit, and he just grabbed a steel chair and started wailing on them, and everything ends in a DQ finish, and they have like a huge fucking Pier 6 brawl. Which we like, right?
We like Pier 6 brawl, but what? What? You mean to tell me
Jon Moxley threw away the match.
Moxley threw away the match and just started going hardcore?
And started beating them up, and then out comes Jon Moxley's opponent at Forbidden Door, Tetsuya Naito, to brawl with him at ringside, and then Shingo Takagi stays in the ring and brutalizes Wheeler Yuta, and Bryan Danielson ran down to save Wheeler Yuta from the assault. This is a situation where, okay, to the hardcore indie nerd fans, they like Bryan Danielson. They like Shingo Takagi. These are two big wrestling stars in the world of pro wrestling, and they don't want to see a match where they're forced to choose one side or the other. But to the casual viewer, I reiterate to my earlier point: who the fuck are any of those three?
Tag.
Oh boy.
Fuck this.
All right, hot tag.
Fuck this.
Hot tag to Wancho.
Give me that. No, man. Take that. Shove it. You know what? I'll even throw it. Yeah, there, your way. Make it easier, more accessible. There, don't you like accessibility, Jose? Don't you?
Just go on.
Hey folks, Juan Rouse from the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team, host of the Black Files, and as a SAG partner here on Wrestle Rewind. So, first off, you don't have to apologize, Mr. Quake, at all. It's fine. We grew up with the same Attitude Era stuff. It's everyone's got their favorites. I was just saying, like we can have those comparisons, but don't forget, Jim Ross was in that same status at one point or another. So everyone's got their time and place to grow. So this is yet another example of Tony Khan not knowing how to book to save his fucking life. You need to actually have a match like this built up. This kind of match should be a main event of some kind, either at a pay-per-view or on Dynamite in like 2 weeks or something like that, because you want people to give a fuck about who the hell the Los Ingobernables are. You want people to fucking care about who these guys are so that when you have the match, we can fucking have it. And we can fucking go nuts and go crazy and want to see who's going to win. Is it going to be the badass Blackpool Combat Club, or is it going to be the badass Los Ingobernables de Japan? Like, you want to know. putting this out here cold fucking turkey is ridiculous. Okay, let me give you guys a comparison. Tonight for dinner, I was running short on time. I was doing grocery shopping, and I went ahead and since I knew that I was short on time, I was at like my local Walmart, and I picked up a rotisserie chicken from their deli area, but it was one of the cold refrigerated ones from like that was cooked the day before, close to closing time, and that they refrigerated and kept it refrigerated temperature, so you could just heat and eat when you get home. Now, how miserable would dinner have been, Jose, if we had to eat that rotisserie chicken cold? Without microwaving, without heating, nothing.
I don't think I can eat it.
It would be nasty.
It would be bad.
Now, I'm sure anyone can agree, for those who are inclined to eat the poultry.
Nasty.
For those who are inclined to eat poultry, ain't nothing worse than cold chicken, because all the juice and the flavoring on it is dried up and congealed, and it's stuck in between the fibers of the meat and everything, so it kind of feels all pasty and shit. You don't want that. You want your rotisserie chicken to be hot and fresh if possible. That wasn't the circumstance over here in our case, because they didn't have any hot ones, so I did the next best thing. I grabbed one that was refrigerated, and we heated it up ourselves to throw it in as part of dinner. We also had some tortellini. It was very tasty. Thank you, K-Storm. Point is, we were looking for something quick and dirty, but still something that satisfies. I cannot stand cold chicken. I can't. It's a thing with me. Like, tell me if that makes sense at least. This match was a piece of cold chicken. It may have been very well seasoned. It may even have been well presented. Although I will argue that it wasn't, because Moxley just went, fuck this, I'm hardcore, slap, and start smacking people like a fucking moron. And then proceeded to go to that one blood sport thing and get himself busted open because he's hardcore, right? But that's another story for another time. Point is, I would have been fine with this match if this was something that you can announce, or if this was something that you've got to build towards so that people can be waiting, can have themselves set up for the anticipation.
Oh my god.
But nope, Tony Khan just bumblefucks his way out of it. Yeah, we want to see this. Isn't this a dream match? Look at all the bangers. This is a banger match, everybody. Aren't I your special boy? Don't you love me? Like a fucking moron, like a fucking idiot. He books for himself with no thought, with no foresight, with no foreskin, with no skin in the game, and with no chicken skin. One of the best parts of the rotisserie chicken is the skin, because that's where all the seasoning's at. And you want that to be hot and fresh. You want that to be tasty. You want the yumminess to be there. But it's not there because you're getting it cold. No one wants that cold chicken, Tony. I don't know what your fucking diet consists of, but if you eat nothing but cold chicken, you're going to have a bad time. This match is a bad time. I don't care how much of a banger it may be because of all the favorite wrestlers of the wrestling companies that you have to be a wrestling nerd to be. Heat it up. Give me some heat. Give me some fucking thing. Make it a fucking backstage fucking thing if you have to. And have them fucking build up to it or whatever. Hell, even a 1 week build would have been fine. You could have Blackpool Combat Club talking like, hell, there's nobody around in AEW who really can hold a match to everyone. Like, and no one can hold a match against us. We're Blackpool Combat Club. We're hardcore. We're the hardest of the hard because we got Wheeler Yuta, who's holding the championship for a promotion that doesn't have a TV deal, and we've got Jon Moxley, who's a world champion for a promotion that that Tony Khan is trying to bleed dry. But that's not important. We're hardcore. Oh fuck! And here comes Los Ingobernables. The most hard-nosed fucking psychos this side of the Pacific. So, like, and they would fucking knock on him or whatever, beat him the fuck up. You have some security, or you have some fucking guys, like other AEW guys in the fucking locker room trying to pull him away, like, hey, what the fuck? And what's his face? Moxley could then fucking say, like, you know what? Fuck this noise. You guys want us? Like, you guys want us over here? Why don't you come take us in the ring? Why don't you come take us in the ring right now? And whoever in freaking LIJ speaks the English the best could say, like, no, not now. Next week on Dynamite. And that make that the main event kind of fucking thing. See, even a single week. One backstage promo, done. Backstage beatdown, done. Easy. Am I talking crazy, or does that make sense?
You're making sense, but this is Tony Khan's promotion.
Yeah, which is why it'll never happen. Which is why AEW is going to sadly die and shrink into its into a miserable and sad chapter in the world of pro wrestling, because it had all the ingredients to make it an excellent promotion, but with the shittiest chef in the kitchen. In the chat over here, exactly. Sound Mind, welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Gotta marinate the chicken. It's like Tony Khan throw a raw chicken in the microwave and thinks that the chicken's gonna be delicious after the fact. Yeah, salmonella killing the viewership population. You goddamn right it will. Like, Tony Khan is feeding us salmonella in these matches. This shit does not make sense. Don't give people salmonella, Tony Khan.
I don't want salmonella.
I don't want it either. You don't need bacteria infection to, thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no kidding. God almighty. You need a better chef. You need a chef. Tony Khan's not a chef. He's an idiot. He's an idiot with money. That's all he is. This match could have cooked if you let it heat up. Tag back in. Take a butt cushion with you. And you're laughing! You laugh at my plight!
I laugh because the only other option is to get mad.
Yeah, that's my job.
Jesus, man. So one of us has to chuckle. Anyway, so, and speaking of weak builds to the Forbidden Door, we get the meh segment of the night, and it is another video package from the AEW TBS champion, Mercedes Moné. Another talent that AEW is pouring lots of money into for her star power.
And not necessarily for her skill.
Yes, Mercedes Moné is scheduled to defend her TBS championship against Stephanie Vaquer. She is a wrestler from CMLL, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, and she will be defending, and Mercedes will be defending the title against her. And while the video package is okay, I would rather have an in-ring promo segment, something to get the fans all fired up. But that being said, that's asking a little bit too much. Asking AEW for anything more from the women's division would be like asking them to solve the mystery of how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop.
I almost had that figured out one time when I was a kid, but that's neither here nor there.
It's not boss time, says Mr. Quick.
Boss time is over. We don't have boss time anymore.
Oh, man. It's just... I just don't like this build, and this is so painfully predictable of who's gonna win. Like, why do we even have this match? Yeah, okay, you want to show off, the best of CMLL. But
No, it's not even really anything regarding CMLL. I was like, you don't understand. Tony Khan doesn't treat these as actual partnerships. He doesn't really actually promote or highlight any of the partner wrestlers or anything like that from other promotions. He doesn't really do that. What he does is he pays a lot of money to have wrestlers from other promotions show up, and he buries them the fuck out of them. And those he doesn't bury, he just buys out their contract and scoops them. Why do you think New Japan Pro Wrestling is anemic as it is right now? In terms of their roster, in terms of freaking star power there. They don't have stars in New Japan, and they definitely don't have stars in Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. No one that can match anyone in terms of anybody in fucking popularity.
Yeah.
No, they don't do that. What they do is, oh, hey, here's a guy from this other promotion. Let's whip his ass. God damn it.
It's bad. It's really a weak build, and I hate it, and I fucking hate it.
Vicente, I will mostly keep up with the New Japan shows after TNA. Sadly, not tons of other American wrestling fans stick around for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I have always liked Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi with that LOL stuffed animal.
What?
More Monet, more problems. Thank you for that.
Yes. Oh my god.
I love Sound Mind, Mercedes, no Monet. I love the Dusty Era NXT. New Japan doesn't have any up-and-coming wrestlers to build with solid equity. Right? Like, that's exactly it, because anybody that you can get...
Are gone. Yeah.
Yeah, they get scooped up by fucking Tony Khan.
Yeah, no, they're either in TNA, they're either in AEW, they're either signed to WWE. Like... Yeah, no, New Japan is going through a really bad stress test right now, and they are failing. But now, before we get to the main event, we do have an honorable mention because there is a silver lining to the booking of the AEW Women's Division.
Is there?
Yes, there is. The honorable mention is a 6 women's tag match where the teams of...
A trios match.
A trios match, right. AEW Parliament.
Parlance.
Parlance. The team of Saraya, Anna Jay, and Harley Cameron versus the team of Mina Shirakawa, Mariah May, and the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm. And it was spectacular.
Can these two coexist? You fucking dope.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, I know, because you were the one who was saying it earlier. Fucking dope. All right, get on with it.
All right. No. This was an honorable mention for several reasons. Number one, it furthers the storyline between the internal conflict between Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. And number two, I love seeing Saraya in action no matter what. I'm never going to boo her because I'm a fan of hers for life. And number three, Harley Cameron put in a lot of work in this 6 women in this trios match. She definitely stepped up, put in a lot of work. So did Anna Jay, and so did Mariah May. Those 3 women deserve all the accolades for actually like doing the best they can in this match. And it was a great tag match. Awesome. And then which saw Toni Storm's team won against Saraya's team. And then after the match, the 3 ladies, Mina Shirakawa, Toni Storm, and Mariah May, they were all going to celebrate. They were dancing. They were shaking booties. They were shaking
butts. They were shaking boobs at each other.
And Mina Shirakawa pulled a page out of Chris Jericho's...
Hold on. First, what's her face? Mariah May grabbed 2 champagne
I was
flutes.
getting to that.
Well...
Yeah, no. Mariah May was pulling a page out of Chris Jericho 2019, pulled out of 2 glasses and a little bit of the bubbly.
And what do you call it? Poured the glasses for Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa to drink up like, see, girls, we can get along. We'll just have ourselves a big 3-way lesbian freedom friendship. Totally, we're implying that there may be something sexual happening, but we're not happening. But we're all gal pals being pals.
But wait. Mina Shirakawa is still feeling a little bitter. She pulls a page out of Chris Jericho's book from 2012 and grabs the bottle of champagne and smashes it over Mariah May's head. And even though it was meant for Toni Storm, but Toni ducked out of the way.
So she was going to smack Toni Storm upside the head, but she inadvertently smacked Mariah May.
Yes! Oh my god! And yeah, I got flashbacks to when Jericho smashed a bottle of liquor onto CM Punk's head, remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Vicente, Saraya could only get booed today by Alberto Del Fuck-Up.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck about Alberto Del Rio.
Like, how the hell you can fumble a hottie like Saraya, only for her to end up with the fucking lead singer of Falling in Reverse, who happens to be a transphobic dick. Maybe it's just me, but I'm starting to think that Saraya's got shit-tasted men.
Oh, man. Now you're going to make me turn away because I actually like their song, We're Falling in Reverse.
I know, Jose, but also at the same time, I mean, sorry. I hate to shatter the illusion for you, but yeah. Also, that just proves that Saraya's got shit taste in men.
Yeah, she does. That being said, great 6-woman tag match. The right team won, and I like the post-match angle afterwards with Mina smashing the bubbly over Mariah May. Oh my god. Remember when a little bit of the bubbly was funny back in the day?
I remember.
All right, now let's get over to the main event. That's right, and this is a tag match, player.
Holla!
The teams of the AEW International Champion Will Ospreay and teaming up with the AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland, and they're going up against the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan, and Toa Linoa. And this is our main event.
What?
Yes.
What? Why? Like, this is how disinterested Jose is. He's trying to call the match while he's looking at his fucking phone. Your baby mama wannabe can wait until after the show.
Hang on. Let me see if I can get it in audio. Just a second. Damn it. No. I don't want that. Hang on.
Can they coexist?
Cut out.
Thank you, Google Translate. All right. Yeah, no. That is why I made the claim that, they should have switched that with Kyle O'Reilly and Zack Sabre Jr. because this was the Gates of Agony? Is that the best you guys got to throw at Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland? Well, okay. Let me run through the main event. First of all, turns out, yes, they can get along. And they did get along. And there was no bullshittery between the champions. So, that's one positive spot. And number two, okay, maybe I was a little harsh. The Gates of Agony actually did bring the fight against both champions. They were actually grounding Swerve Strickland throughout the majority of the match. When they got back from commercial break, they were working over Swerve Strickland's right arm, keeping him away from the aerial assassin. And Swerve, he did fight back against the 2-on-1 assault. He eventually got the hot tag onto onto Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay was a powder keg waiting to go off. He unloaded his offense on both Toa Linoa and on Bishop Khan. It was fucking brutal. And then near the end of the match, Will Ospreay tried to go for his Tiger Bomb, but then he was stopped by Swerve Strickland. And then Swerve helped keep all the interferences out of the ring. So that Will Ospreay could hit the Os Cutter to pin and win to hit the Os Cutter and then hit the Hidden Blade to pin and win for his team. Your winners, Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. And then after the match, these two once again had a face-off, and then as Swerve tried to walk away, Will snatched the AEW World title again, holding it with his cocky
held
demeanor.
it over like, goddamn, really?
But then he paid for it the hard way, because Swerve attacked Will from behind, hit him in the head with the house call, and the show ends with Swerve Strickland standing tall, holding his AEW World title over Will Ospreay.
Please let Swerve win.
Please let Swerve
win. I'm begging you. Please just let Swerve win.
Yeah, please don't cut his title reign short, alright, man? Come on, man.
Cutting him off at the nuts, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. If he wins, great. You're doing great, AEW. You don't need to change the title. But if he loses, oh my god, it's going to be infuriating.
Let me take a look at the chat here. Sound Mind. Oh shoot, I thought it was Jacob Fatu. No, Jacob Fatu's is somewhere better. He's in WWE.
Yeah!
Last week.
Oh, man.
Let me take a look here. I care about Ricardo Rodriguez, though, and I love Swerve. Yeah, I know. Ricardo's all right. Let me see. Mr. Quake, he's worse than
we like El Local.
Yeah, let's see. WCW 50 Animals, remember them, the Ravens flock. AEW needs their own Undertaker. And Dominic and Liv are leading the way. Liv Morgan reminds me of Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson's always played babyface. She has never been like a conniving, manipulative fucking heel.
Also, I follow Tori Wilson. I have seen Tori Wilson. She is a complete package.
Like here's the thing. Tori Wilson's not that big of a wrestler, though. She was excellent in the ring, but she wasn't like a bona fide wrestler the way Liv Morgan is.
I never said she was.
No, I would say this is more Liv Morgan tapping into heel Trish Stratus stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's clearly healing it up because she wants to fuck with Rhea Ripley. She's got the title. She's going to try to, it looks like she's trying to split up the Judgment Day from the inside and shit.
She's the Yoko breaking up the band.
Thank you. I saw that line. And Vicente was saying, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott / Ruby Soho would have fit perfectly in the Attitude Era. They would have, but we're not allowed to have nice things back then.
Yeah, I know. We don't have a time machine, unfortunately.
No, but TNA have time machine.
That is... Not anymore. The Motor City machine guns are gone.
Oh yeah, that's right. They don't even have Time Machine anymore. God damn you, Dynamite.
But don't worry, they still have cool things, alright? They still have cool things. So let's talk about TNA Impact.
Cool, let's talk.
Alright, let's do this. So, the show...
Wait, also, Sound Mind, I don't think anyone's disagreeing that that Tori and Liv are both hot. Like, water's wet. Of course they're hot.
Oh yeah, they're fine as hell, of course.
Like, that was never in question. We're just saying, like, in terms of, like, the storyline or whatever that's going on, like, nah, that's more of a heel Trish Stratus thing to do, kind of.
I was gonna say more heel AJ Lee, but okay.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Alright, so... TNA Impact opens up with an impromptu interview segment with Gia Miller, who's interviewing the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Juan's favorite, Jordan Grace. So for several months now, Jordan Grace has been at the receiving end of these conniving antics from Ash by Elegance. How they were making a mockery of the champion, how they were insulting her, insulting the Juggernaut gimmick and all that shit. And Jordan Grace wasn't having any of that crap. So she has decided to put her title on the line to face Ash by Elegance tonight.
Oh no!
However, out comes Ash by Elegance with Ash by Elegance. With his personal concierge, who's sporting a neck brace. He didn't get his ass kicked last week. He was gonna. No, he was gonna, but he never got brutalized.
What didn't Jordan Grace beat him up though a little bit?
No, I don't think so. No.
What's it called? In 2006, Tori Wilson was a heel against Ashley Massaro. Okay. I remember that now.
I remember that too.
Yeah. Ash by Elegance didn't get a reaction at Battleground. You're right, she didn't. Well, it was more of like a WTF, like what the hell is she doing kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's because we recognize her in WWE as Dana Brooke, so
it's kind of hard to wipe the stench off our mouths.
Yeah, Dana Brooke hasn't been away long enough for Ash by Elegance to override her.
Exactly.
In that manner. But go on.
And speaking of overriding people, the personal concierge got on the mic and said there will be a Knockouts Championship match, but it'll happen at Slammiversary, not tonight. And that that Ash by Elegance will be taking a much-needed vacation until Slammiversary. This infuriated Jordan Grace because the personal concierge tried to send some security guards to escort her out of the ring. Jordan Grace fought back, tossed two guys out of the ring, hit the third guy with the Juggernaut driver, and continued her assault until out comes Santino Marella, the director of authority, to try and quell her anger.
It's like, listen, these guys, they're not worth it. They're rentals.
I rent them.
No, I rent the security.
I gave them a role to play.
Oh, God damn it. No, it's like, please, Jordan Grace, you have to understand, they don't belong to us. We can't beat them up as hard as we want to. No, but yeah, like seriously, think of your champion's pride, Jordan Grace, whatever. Yeah.
Oh my God. Also, this week's TNA Impact is one of the final tapings over in Chicago, Illinois, before they go to Philadelphia next week. But yeah, Jordan Grace was white hot. She is pissed. She is fired up.
I mean, of course she's white hot. I mean, you can tell from the gear.
You better be careful, Juancho.
Son of my God. Yes.
No. You better count your lucky stars, Juan, that you are not part of the security detail.
I would do anything to be in the position that security guard is in right now.
But is it worth your life?
Yes!
Okay, then. Think of the children!
I am! I am the children!
You are the children. Oh my God!
Worth it.
Like,
but she nearly murdered a man. Would.
Oh my God. Alright, now let's get to the exciting match of the night. And this is one of the two qualifier matches tonight for Slammiversary, as Steve Macklin goes one-on-one against the Death Machine, Sami Callihan.
Imagine that the day that Sami Callihan comes off a little bit more sane than Jon Moxley, even though Moxley had, quote-unquote, the more prestigious career, having been a multiple-time WWE champion and shit, only for that to be fucking, knocked out by the fact that he had to turn himself into a hardcore bloodbath idiot boy. And, like, compared to him, Sami Callihan actually seems sane. And that's after I learned about Callahan's barbed-wired ballpoint pen.
And all the other bloody, violent matches that he was in.
Right? Sound mind. Ethan Page is more well-presented in NXT than AEW. He made the right move, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, the AEW didn't present him at all. They kept him at home while he was collecting checks.
And, Mr. Quake, I predicted Ethan Page will beat Oro Mensah as well as call him stupid like Randy Orton in 09. No, Randy Orton only did that because there was a botched move. And who was it that botched
Kofi
him?
Kingston.
Yeah, it was Kofi. And what's his face? Randy Orton went stiff on him and was calling him stupid for fucking up the move.
Yeah, okay.
Like you would need to actually botch hard to reach that, and I don't think that Ethan Page has that kind of that kind of vitriol when it comes to him in a match. Randy Orton, definitely, he'll chew your ass out from here to Kingdom Come. I mean, the man just tore off a freaking urinal for kicks and giggles once. He'll do it. Ethan Page, I don't think he's got that kind of dog in him.
But still, that was a
Not
dick.
in a bad way or nothing.
But still, that was a dick move for Orton to do back in 2009.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course it was a dick move because like Orton was being a dick back then. I mean,
Yeah. But that being said, getting back to the match, so this was awesome. The Soldier versus the death match versus the Death Machine, and it was fantastic. Steve Maclin started off and laid out some early offense onto the Death Machine, and he tried to go for his running suicide dive, the Scud, but unfortunately that missile that shot was a misfire as Sami Callihan was able to dodge out of the way and continued his assault on Steve Maclin at ringside, slamming Maclin onto the mat with a beautiful vertical suplex and continued to brawl at ringside until these two eventually got back into the ring. And then we get a moment where both men are brawling at the top turnbuckle. Actually, no. Before we get to that, as we get back to the ring, after some more punishment, the Death Machine tried to put away Steve Maclin with the Cactus Driver 97.
Nice.
But Steve Maclin was able to kick out after 2. And then having enough of his bullshit, what's his face? I'm trying to remember here. Okay, Sami Callihan and both Steve Maclin brawled at the top turnbuckle. Sami Callihan was trying to go for an avalanche pile driver.
Cool.
Maclin was able to reverse it.
Oh no!
But then Sami Callihan eventually got Maclin over his shoulders and hit an avalanche Death Valley driver, but was only able to get a 2 count.
Oh,
yeah.
goddamn, Jose.
Yeah, no.
Tell me more.
Maclin was showing a lot of resiliency during this fight, and these two brawled at the ring apron. Like, Sami Callihan was trying to go for another pile driver. What's-his-face? Maclin reversed it and started targeting and weakening the midsection. And then, eventually, he caught... as Steve Maclin caught Sami Callihan off guard and then hit the KIA, which is the double arm underhook DDT, from the ring ropes to pin and win. Your winner and going to Slammiversary, Steve Maclin.
God damn, how dare he?
Hells yeah, man. Hey, listen, dude. Don't count the Forgotten Son out.
I already forgot about him.
Ah!
So, I don't know what this means.
Oh my god.
No, bad joke. Okay.
I like how the Sons of Anarchy show inspired both Aces and Eights from TNA and fucking the Forgotten Sons from NXT.
And now they're...
Motorcycle gangs.
Right?
Oh my god! I actually like Sons of Anarchy. I still have a long ways to go. I'm only in the first season. I'm only a couple episodes in, but it's actually a really good show. I fucking love it. And Ron Perlman. You can never do anything wrong with Ron Perlman.
Not even that weird live-action Beauty and the Beast TV series he was in with Linda Hamilton?
Nothing wrong!
You sure about that?
I don't know what you're... If I don't... Listen, the ostrich syndrome, if I don't see it, it's not there.
Next segment.
We got an in-ring segment from the TNA X-Division champion, Mustafa Ali, as he issues the State of the Union address to his hometown of Chicago, Illinois.
What union? Wait, what union? Sound mind. No joke, I literally forgot about the Forgotten Sons. Forgotten Sons is G.I. Joe meets Sons of Anarchy. FX is goated. Yeah, FX is a cool channel. Now I understand why Cody left.
Oh,
I did
damn.
not know that. Alright, so, yeah, what union are you talking about, Mustafa? Or Mustafa, whatever.
Mustafa Ali. So Mustafa Ali got on the mic and he addressed some controversy that happened over at TNA's Against All Odds. He successfully defended his title against Trent Seven, and apparently there was some bullshittery that happened on the Titantron that fans are calling attention to, but Mustafa Ali completely dismissed it as, I kid you not, fake news.
Fucking ass clowns, go on.
And then Mustafa Ali then asks his hometown of Chicago, the fans, who they want to see challenge for the TNA X Division Championship, and they kept chanting for Speedball Mike Bailey. And Mustafa Ali says Mustafa Ali was not having any of that. He didn't like that. He didn't like the fans chanting his name instead of Mustafa Ali, and so he paid attention to two of the fans at ringside who were chanting for Mike Bailey.
You mean plants?
Plants, yeah, let's call them plants. And he was trying to get security to escort them out. One of the fans got aggressive and threw his drink right at Mustafa Ali's face, and Mustafa Ali was unhinged.
How dare you!
He took off his jacket and he pulls the fan over the barricade, drags him into the ring, and continues his ferocious assault with his campaign goons and security trying to break him up.
Like, how dare you! I'm not gonna take this guy on. How could you? Oh my god, the mask is slipping, Mustafa!
Yes!
Your PR guys are not gonna like this!
And then out comes Mike Bailey and Trent Seven to save the fan, and stop Mustafa Ali. And then Mustafa Ali and Mike Bailey had to be split up because they were brawling at each other in the ring and at ringside. And then Mustafa Ali, pissed off and infuriated that his own hometown turned against him, he got on the mic and he declared that at Slammiversary, Mustafa Ali will defend the X Division Championship against Speedball Mike Bailey.
So there? Motherfucker, you got it.
This was so good. I love this.
Oh my god, yeah, no, like, okay, so the benign, benevolent politician fucking mask, yeah, that's fucking slipping, Mustafa. Yeah, that ain't happening no more. Let me take a look over here in the chat. Okay, Mr. Quaker's just pointing out stuff about, Ron Perlman's roles. Yeah, where he was Optimus Primal in the last Transformers movie, Rise of the Beasts. Wait, was he in Danny Phantom?
Not that I know of, but I know he was in Teen Titans, and I know he was also... Well, of course he was Hellboy, man.
Yeah. And Pacific Rim.
And Pacific Rim, yeah.
It's a shame the Pacific Rim never really got a sequel. Anybody gonna say his name says, Sound Mind. I mean, if I must. Because, like...
Mr. Quake said, get a life, kid.
Seriously, but if... we must over here say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Unfortunately, Joe Hendry was not on this week's edition of Impact.
Wait, what? He was what?
He wasn't on Impact this week. Keep in mind, this is pre-recorded. I think this was taped in the same week that Joe Hendry showed up on NXT. I could be wrong.
That was a week ago.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
Yeah, but that would have been no, it's like there's a 2-week differential happening with NXT, isn't it?
I think
NXT is now his home. I wish.
Oh man, if only. But that being said, Joe Hendry will be on Impact next week.
Yay!
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 All right. Now let's get to the match of the night, and this was a match that followed immediately after Jordan Grace had to be cooled off by Santino.
So this is the first match of the night, and it's from the Knockouts division.
That's right. It is one half of the Knockouts Tag Team Champions Masha Slamovich going up against the Angel of TNA, Xia Brookside.
Okay, so what's her beef, or rather, what's the beef here between the ladies? I know Masha
there is no beef.
Tangentially a member of the system because she's tag champs with what's her nuts.
Well, here's the thing. Masha Slamovich is one half of the tag champs along with Alicia Edwards.
Alicia Edwards. Why'd I space out on her name?
It's okay. I forgot about her too. And they don't have any beef with Xia Brookside, but they're trying to gear themselves up for Slammiversary because the Spitfire Knockouts tag team are poised to get their rematch on. As for Xia Brookside, like I said, there's no personal beef. This match was okay. The match was all right. there was just like, and it just didn't land with me, like in terms of excitement, in terms of story, because there was no story behind this match. Like the other matches on TNA had story.
Okay, I understand.
And of course,
so the match was cold. I get it.
The match was cold, and there was a dirty finish. Of course, Alicia Edwards got involved. Xia Brookside knocked out Alicia Edwards off the ring apron. Masha Slamovich hits a spinning back fist on Xia Brookside and follows it up with the snowplow to pin and win. Your winner, Masha Slamovich.
All right. Okay, I understand here. Also, I missed this from Vicente Guerrero. It might be funny seeing Sami Callihan versus Jon Moxley in a technical match going 20 minutes. It would at least be better than Prime Tommy Dreamer versus Sandman going technical.
Oh man, that's another thing, Guancho. Talk about a fucking cultural whiplash. When I saw the rise and fall of ECW, early 90s Tommy Dreamer, that dude was jacked, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like watching him back in the 90s and watching him now was like fucking night and day.
Yeah. Except, like, the only reason why there isn't that much of a difference between Sandman back then and now is because he couldn't wrestle in either periods of time.
Oh! Oh, man.
I went there.
I think Sandman would take exception to that, and he would whack you over the head multiple times.
Like, let's not lie to ourselves over here. He's just, like, he's an awesome gimmick, he's an awesome act, but he's not a great worker.
I don't think he was ever known for his technical finesse to begin with, but that's my opinion. Now, that being said...
He's older than drugs. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. But now let's get to the bad segment of the night, and this is a backstage segment featuring... Well, actually, no, I sent you a thing, didn't I? It was last minute.
Where is it? Oh, this one. Oh, geez.
Yep. It's a backstage segment featuring the faction of First Class. AJ Francis, Rich Swann, and the dude on the left is your special guest, DJ Woo Kid.
You were calling him DJ Woo Kid this whole time.
Yeah, DJ Woo Kid.
Also, what the hell is that other belt on AJ Francis' shoulder? I see he's got the digital media title. What's the other belt there?
That is the International World Heavyweight Championship from all the way back in 1935. It is apparently the first ever pro wrestling world title that AJ Francis has purchased. I'm pretty sure it's a replica.
Bought it from where?
I don't know.
Purchased from where?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a replica. Like, it's not the real thing.
Yeah, I would imagine something like that would be in a fucking museum somewhere or in someone's private collection or some shit.
And I'm just thinking back to myself, oh my god, he's going to call himself the real world champion. Listen, CM Punk did that gimmick already.
And he does it better.
All right? Also, kudos to CM Punk. Like, his real world title gimmick was paying a double homage unintentionally to Ric Flair and Hollywood Hogan. Unintentional.
So it was called the International Heavyweight Wrestling Championship?
International World Heavyweight Championship, 1935.
All right, yeah, I'm looking at this shit because this shit sounds cap.
Go ahead.
35. There. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me!
We need a picture. Go to Google Images. Go to Images.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that one up. No. Nope. Yeah, no, that shit's cap.
Well, what if you take off the WCW thing?
Yeah, no, seriously.
Take that off, and then we'll see if that, Okay, now scroll down. Let's see. We gotta see some results.
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
Oh my god. Oh no, it just has that. Oh, it's just
that one
Wait. Maybe the 411 Media article could give us a little more insight. Maybe...
Yeah, no, 411 Mania. Okay, yeah, we gotta do some live research, because this shit's cap.
Yeah, this shit's cap. No, bro. All right, let's see. What does it say?
Okay, shall I show the audience as we're doing this live research here? Might as well, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so give me a second over here, guys, because this shit's cap as hell. This is bull fucking shit of the
Thankfully, we got some more info via 411media.com who can on what that title is. Now, according to this article...
Hang on, let me act like we're having some... trouble getting the shit to actually load properly. Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna go and take my candy.
All right, yeah, you have your candy break or whatever. I don't care. There we go, and here we go. All right, so yeah, here's the actual bit for it. Let me see. And I said, there we go. Damn you!
Is it not showing?
I think it froze. Here we go. All right, so no, God damn it, Meltzer, get away!
Oh
from me.
God! All right.
So, and this is from the article for 411 Mania, and let me just get over to it one more time. And of course, you see that that headline read: AJ Francis proclaims himself the international heavyweight champion, like on TNA Impact over here, which is so fucking weird. And this one came out today by Jeremy Thomas. No, shut up.
Yeah, let's just
AJ
get to the
Francis
second
purchased
pair.
himself a new title, declaring himself a national heavyweight title. Digital Media Championship with DJ Woo Kid. So the purchase doing to the title being significant to PCO. Oh, the MAC.
Oh, Perfect Creation. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because,
The International Heavyweight title, a.k.a. the MAC World Heavyweight Championship, was first instituted back in 1935 and included Luthez, Abdullah the Butcher, Dino Bravo, and more among its lineage. It was retired in 1975. Okay, so
it's legit.
So it may be legit, but it didn't seem legit. You know what I mean?
I think that's just a replica. I don't think that's the real thing.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
There's no way, like, even if you're loaded with money, even if you're a professional wrestler making as much money as freaking Randy Orton or Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes, there's no way you're going to be able to purchase the real, authentic thing. That title has got to be worth so much.
But in all seriousness, if that really is the actual belt, hot shit, how dare they?
I know, right?
It belongs in a museum!
So do you!
Okay, so this was the honorable mention segment or whatever? Oh, no,
No, that was the bad segment because fucking AJ Francis declaring himself the double champ. And also, I'm still not buying into First Class. It's a weak faction. It sucks.
No kidding.
Ugh. All right. Now, before we get to the main event, we do have an honorable mention here on TNA Impact, and it is a one-on-one match featuring the Time Splitter, Kushida, going one-on-one against Alan Angels, and Kushida tore that guy apart. I'm always happy to see.
I like Kushida.
We all like Kushida. I'm happy to see the Time Splitter get in the ring and do his stuff. He was able to whoop the shit out of Alan Angels and knock him down and force him to tap out to the hoverboard lock. And he picked up a decisive victory. Unfortunately, he got attacked by Wish Store Davy Jones. I mean,
Jonathan Gresham. God damn. God damn it, Jonathan Gresham. Motherfucker, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. But like I said, honorable mention goes to Kushida getting the victory over Alan Angels. Good stuff. Despite that crappiness with Gresham. But anyway, so before we get...
AJ Francis, DMV boy, talk about delusional, right? No fucking kidding.
Maybe he's trying to wipe the stain out of him being a Cheez-It champion? I don't know.
Yeah, and him being Flop Dollar. Yeah.
And now we get to the main event for this week's edition of TNA Impact. And it's another qualifier one-on-one match for Slammiversary, where it features the Wanted Man, Nick Nemeth, going one-on-one against Rich Swann.
All right, so winner goes on to Slammiversary. Continue, Jose, by all means.
All right, so Rich Swann was, of course, not alone, because joining him is the champ, AJ Francis, and DJ Woo Kid.
Joseph, he doesn't get to be called a champ.
Oh, okay.
He's not a real champ.
Fine. All right, DJ Woo Kid and the chump champ AJ Francis.
Okay, that's more accurate, but let's not.
I mean, he's not wrong, but he shouldn't say that. I love Marge. But anyway, and that was my bad impression. But anyway, it was a great start. Nick Nemeth was getting some steam on him. He was taking the fight to Rich Swann early on, but with the referee's back turned constantly, there was some outside chicanery from both AJ Francis and from DJ Woo Kid. Both these guys got involved, and they were helping Rich Swann get the advantage over the Wanted Man. And then after they were caught red-handed in the middle of the match, enough was enough, and the referee ejected both these assholes from ringside. And from then on, it's just straight up one-on-one between Swann and Ziggler. I mean Nemeth.
Nemeth.
Definitely meant Nemeth.
Nemeth.
Pac-Man Jones is worse. Ha! So yeah, and pretty much like like I said, this was a great main event. These guys just exchanged blows, right hands. Even at one point, they were exchanging kicks to each other, like they were exchanging drop kicks, super kicks, ensiguris. Rich Swann tried to go to the second rope and try to hit a frog splash. Nick Nemeth was able to get the knees up in time to reverse it. He tried to go for the roll up.
Roll up. Like
Yep.
that.
Thank you. But Rich Swann was able to kick out after 2. Rich Swann then hit his handspring cutter, but Nick Nemeth was able to kick out, showing a lot of resiliency during this one-on-one bout. And then once again they exchanged super kicks back and forth, and at the end of it all, Nick Nemeth spiked Rich Swann's head with a devastating DDT, and Rich Swann somehow got back on his feet immediately, only to get knocked down by the Danger Zone for Nemeth to pin and win. You're a winner, and going to Slammiversary, the wanted man, Nick Nemeth.
Yay! The match got better after that bloated piece of dead weight left.
It certainly did.
Vicente was saying, it's strange how 2 ex-cult guys from Violent by Design, Alan Angels and Eric Young, can go from psycho to fun-loving comedy guys. Seriously, why are we pushing Eric Young? No, but fucking seriously, wasn't Eric Young murdered?
He was.
Didn't Cody Deaner murder him?
He did.
That's when he took over and made the design instead of Violent by Design. But he fucking murdered Eric Young.
But thanks to some total non-stop magic, Eric Young came back from the dead.
He's a vampire. No, I'm fucking.
And as for Alan Angels, let's be real. I'd rather see him be a comedy act on TNA than being languished to the wayside of AEW.
No fucking kidding. Really good match for Rich and Nick. Only real surprise was Ryan not running down to help during the AJ Francis interference.
Oh yeah, Ryan Nemeth was also not on the show too. That was so weird.
That's so weird.
Why would his brother not come to support Nick Nemeth?
I don't know. Maybe he had to catch the flight out of Chicago. Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe. Juan, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, so overall, pretty good, a pretty solid TNA Impact show. I enjoyed the opening segment with Jordan Grace setting up the Knockouts World Title match against Ash by Alliance. That's going to be fun. And the qualifying matches were also bangers in their own right. Steve Macklin and Nick Nemeth getting their respective victories, so that was awesome. We also had some good matches in between. We had a good, solid triple threat tag team match, which saw ABC won, so that was pretty good. And of course, the in-ring segment with Mustafa Ali and Mustafa Ali losing is cool. Like, I really enjoyed that. I fucking love it. Like, his own town turned against him.
Ha ha.
How fucking crazy is that? Jesus Christ, man. At least it wasn't nuclear heat like all of Canada turning against Don Callis.
Well, I mean, it's Don Callis. Who fucking likes that clown? What was his face? Let me take a look. Eric Young in storyline hooked up with ODB guy. Like that will not die. Yeah, good point.
That is true.
Good point. I mean, how could you?
Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, it was a mixed bag for me to take in. We had a good opening segment which plants the seeds of a future story between MJF and Will Ospreay, which I'm hoping to see come to fruition, and a great clinic of a wrestling match between Kyle O'Reilly and Zack Sabre Jr., which is pure technical finesse. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Everything else in between, great 6-woman tag match. Mariah May, Toni Storm, and Mina Shirakawa getting their win and furthering their storyline heading into Sunday.
This is the most bizarre lesbian custody battle ever.
I know, right?
It's a custody of Mariah May ladder match kind of thing. But they're all just going to end up making out and skipping along into the sunset.
I don't know if I'm ready for that 3-way.
I am so ready for that 3-way.
And of course, the other announcements heading to Forbidden Door, Minoru Suzuki catching Jericho off guard, challenging him for the FTW title. That was funny. And also, Hiroshi Tanahashi will be stepping back into the ring to back up the Acclaimed against the Elite at the Forbidden Door.
Yay?
Yay! We like Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's a good guy.
Yay.
He's the current president of New Japan.
Yay.
And now that being said, the main event was fun. I just wish that Swerve and Will were given more of a challenge.
But don't those two ever coexist? You fucking dope.
Also, that DQ finish from Jon Moxley didn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, come on, man.
Why should it, Jose?
That's the only issue I have. Like, the thing is, Moxley is he's a great technical wrestler. He can work a great match.
But why should he? He's hardcore.
Whatever.
Isn't he the best of hardcore? Don't you like how hardcore he is?
All right,
Don't you see how large his penis is by how hardcore he is?
All right. Now, this week's edition of WWE NXT was amazing. We got a great, the tag team turmoil match was fun. It's great how they were telling the story of New Catch Republic, like enduring the odds and surviving team after team. I love that. And I love Ethan Page's promo segment and the whole Fatal 4-Way that's going to come to fruition as the main event for Heatwave. I can't wait to see that. Sean Spears getting a win over the NXT champion. That was definitely fucking awesome.
Nice. Terrifying, but nice.
And of course, Sol Ruka getting a win over Ariana Grace. That was also pretty fun. And also, what's her face? Oh yeah, there was also a match featuring Roxanne Perez getting a win over Carmen Petrovic, which was pretty simple for the champ. And then she got blindsided by Lola Vice.
Lola Vice went ahead and snatched the NXT Women's Championship out from
Roxanne.
From Roxy and ran off with it and left it in Ava's office.
Yeah.
And what's her face? Roxy was even like, I knew you were behind this. You couldn't have oh my god. Are you asking Ava to try to clock you? Because Roxy, I love you, and you've got the skills that kills, but Ava's like a whole head taller than you.
Yeah. Don't fuck with the daughter of the final boss.
What does that make her? Like the semi-boss?
That's a very good question.
Is she a mid-boss?
Is she a mid-boss?
Is Ava a mid-boss? Tell us in the comments.
But that being said, great.
If let's see here.
If Mox had his way,
AEWs would work with BJ and Freedoms forever. Yeah, no, gross.
Now, I do have an important announcement. Next Thursday is the 4th of July, and it is a national holiday. We will not be doing a Wrestle Rewind next Thursday because we will be too busy getting things ready for MetroCon 2024, which is next Friday through Sunday, July 5th through July 7th at the Downtown Tampa Convention Center in Tampa, Florida.
You got that right, folks. If you live in Florida, or if you're headed to MetroCon 2024, then you need to get your behind over there and see us. Because we're going to be there all weekend long covering the events of the convention.
It's going to be so much fun. They have so many great shows. They got a great lineup of special guests and special cosplay guests and artists. It's going to be fantastic.
What are these rules? Let's show folks just an example of some of the industry guests, such as voice actors like Adam MacArthur, Alejandro Saab,
Emmy Lowe.
Let's see here. Trina Nishimura, who's an old friend of the Ravens flock, Elizabeth Maxwell, Kaiji Tang, Kristen McGuire, and Yatko and E. Jason Leibrecht. We also have cosplay guests such
Allison
as
Tabitha.
Allison Tabitha! Yo, that's my homegirl right there! Yo, she's awesome. Adoilable, Beck the Noir, Cafe de Dui, Cassandra Cosplays, Sable D, Faye Crafts, Real Good Bird, Sunstitch, and Victor Pictures over here, just to name a few. We also have other entertainment guests, such as the Cosplayers, Critical Hit Games, the Entertainment Stew, and K-Junkies, just to name a few. So, you guys, there's no reason not to show up. And if you're not really big on of the guests, you better check out the actual shows that the folks at MetroCon are going to perform for you.
Absolutely.
For instance, the new revitalized Anime Human Chess match is now being rebooted as Dream Fight Live. With this year's battle is between the characters of Swords and Sorcery. And you also have the Metro Fire Show, which is going to be inspired by Castlevania this year.
Bloodlines.
And, of course, Metro Night Live, which is exactly what it sounds like. Its own anime comedy, Studio Ghibli abridged. And of course, there's also the Masquerade Ball, a personal favorite of mine and K-Storm's here, which is going to be Masquerade Battle of the Bands, guys. You better believe that you need to be there. There's going to be raves, there's going to be panels, there's going to be lots of fun.
It's going to be fantastic.
You need to be there if you like fun. Do you like fun, Jose?
Of course I like fun.
Bullshit! Prove it!
Fun is allowed!
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How?
Because we encourage it.
You're supposed to say because we're going to MetroCon.
Because we're going to MetroCon.
Wow. Way to fumble at the last.
Listen, I don't improv like you
You
do.
need to improv harder.
Jesus.
Improv harder.
Anyways, so that's why that's why next week we're not going to have a Wrestle Wrewind, which also means, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to review the main event for the Forbidden Door. However, we will be back on the following Thursday, which is 8, 9, 10, on July 11th, to review the main events for NXT Heatwave and for WWE's Money in the Bank.
What about the Forbidden Door?
Fuck the Forbidden Door.
Wow. Dick.
Hey, you would say it. You would, if I didn't say it, you would.
Okay, but I'm allowed to say it because I'm the fucking heel commentator in this shit. You're supposed to, at the very least, have some kind of air of objectability.
Nah, bitch.
Objectivity.
Nah, bitch. In this channel, I'm the final boss. Anyways, Wancho, please plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best of the worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Get your game on, step into the ring every Saturday, every Wednesday, Thursday. Oh my god, I'm so fumbled here. Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an Interflocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, youtube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Rouse, I am Jose Casabona, and this is Wrestling.